Well, hello. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So this week's blog is entitled Rhode v. Becerra Part Deux. As many of you know, with Rhode, Saint Benitez down in San Diego issued a preliminary injunction essentially saying that the state's ammunition restrictions and in many cases ammunition prohibitions for law-abiding citizens that are trying to acquire ammo was so egregious that it failed any sort of Second Amendment analysis, and he issued a preliminary injunction pending the actual trial. This was subsequently appealed by the state to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals issued an administrative stay on Judge Benitez's decision. This was directly a result of two justices. One justice that had been an Obama appointee, the other one, interestingly enough, who was a Trump appointee. This particular individual had been the Attorney General of Hawaii and has been throughout his entire career unbelievably anti-gun. It was one of the chief concerns that we had when Trump originally had appointed him to become a justice of the Ninth Circuit. God knows what Trump was thinking when he put this guy in place. In any event, that administrative stay ultimately manifested in an actual hearing, and pursuant to that hearing, a decision was made as to whether or not the stay of the preliminary injunction would stay in force until the trial. This was made up of a three-judge panel: a Clinton appointee, an Obama appointee, and a brand new Trump appointee. We lost. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. We lost, and the two, what I will call anti-gun justices, and there's no way of getting around it, that's how they are, these two anti-gun justices effectively gave a three-page opinion that really didn't say much other than, we think the defendants would prevail at trial, and there's no unreasonable harm that the plaintiffs are actually suffering as a result, because who needs ammunition anyways? The Trump appointee wrote a lengthy dissent. Now that's actually kind of interesting. In that dissent, he essentially parrots Judge Benitez to a large degree, but it gives us a little window. We already know that the Ninth Circuit is beginning to go through a shift. And this dissent is a pretty interesting telegraph on how this justice, as well as some other recent appointees, may end up ultimately ruling on Second Amendment cases. In any event, it's not much has changed. It's kind of where we were, but I wanted to write about it. I think it's an interesting dissent. As always, if you have any questions or you want to email me directly, you can do so at stephen@artemishq.com. You can leave comments on the blog, and as always, I want you to train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe until we have coffee again next time.